I know middle school. I can't remember what year. I kind of blocked that part out of my brain. I don't. Middle school sucked. Um, but that was the first time I seen a Tarantino movie. Was Reservoir Dogs. I was sixth or seventh grade.
I did. Inglourious Basterds was the first Tarantino film I saw in theaters.
We're watching it when we lived with my grandma in the bedroom. Oh, my stepdad's like, God, that movie sucked. Oh, you're crazy. That was incredible. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, I remember as a kid when I went to the movies, I remember seeing the Kill Bill poster in theaters, and I remember seeing the Death Proofs poster in theaters, and being like, oh man, those are cool posters. I want to see these movies. Yeah. My parents are like, no.
Yeah, you get there eventually. Nobody in my family. Well, my dad likes Inglourious Basterds. You know, I remember him liking Pulp Fiction. He likes Django and Hateful Eight. But I mean, as far as like, I doubt he would like Once Upon a Time. He just likes more like action-packed stuff. I mean, Kill Bill, I don't know. I don't think he's ever watched those. Jackie Brown, I can't imagine him liking. Death Proof, he would probably enjoy Death Proof a lot. But Todd's not having Tarantino movies. Nope, no, thank you. That's a hard pass right there. E.T. used to watch that a lot.
That was one I had my grandparents had on VHS, so I watched that over there, and I have that one. I have that VHS too. That's another one I have.
I got it. I'll go to Mom's tomorrow, or today. I guess today. I know she's got a lot. Well, I know my grandma still got the VHS at her house. A lot of the Disney ones, and then she's got all the other ones in their bedroom. Go in there. Like that's where the first time I watched A Few Good Men and Braveheart. I was at their house. Like, oh man, let me rewatch A Few Good Men over and over now. But I know my mom, she took a lot of the VHS she's got at her house. I'm like, yo, what you got in here?
See, I have a bunch of those Disney ones at my dad's, and then I have a bunch too that are just mine, and then some that I got from my grandma. And
it's like Todd gave me like all their VHS pretty much that I don't know if he still has them. Like it had the 5-pack of Rocky was in there. I remember standing out. He's got Jurassic Park. Lost World's got 2 VHSs with it.
Why?
I think it does.
My copy did.
One of the 2. I'll tell you. Remind me tomorrow when I go over there. Cause I know he's got Jurassic Park. I want to say his Lost World's got 2. I don't know if it's like a.
Must be like a special features type thing.
Something, but I was like, oh man, it's got 2. But yeah, E.T. I used to watch a lot. Like Jaws, you already said.
What about Bob? That's another one I used to watch a lot at my grandparents.
I watched that when you showed it to me. I was like, oh, let's rewatch it. Little Nicky. Oh man.
Oh, dude, that was a middle school thing.
I mean, that was like seventh grade for me. 6th grade. I was like, oh man.
Now that is one that a lot of Adam Sandler movies as a kid.
Hilarious. Put it on repeat anytime I go to your house.
I know. I had to stop letting you choose the movies when you come over. It's like same movie. Throw Little Nicky on.
I don't have it.
Or Good Luck Chuck.
Well, that was just because I was like, oh, you tell me
I
can't watch Good Luck Chuck. Well, I'll watch it at Matthew's house. Yeah, take that. That was my way of getting back. Like, oh, every time I go over there, we're watching Good Luck Chuck.
Dream for not letting me watch Sin City. The one movie my mom for some reason didn't want me to watch because Todd said it was bad.
It is bad.
Well, I'm talking like, no, can't see that movie.
Me and you, I know we watched Dream Warriors a few times.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Because I had the whole DVD of the whole entire Freddy series.
Yeah, I remember your mom got you that.
I don't have that anymore.
It's trash.
Unless it's over there. I need to ask her tomorrow. Like, well, she's probably not in the right mindset. Go look for my stuff. I'm trying to look. Other Dances with Wolves. I know I watched it once when I was younger. Can't remember how young I was though. Commando, used to watch that. Predator, Arnold, all of Arnold's movies like that, action packed. Running Man, I had that on VHS. I was like, oh man, yes. That's like when Hunger Games came out. Like, oh, what are you so excited for? I've seen this movie 100 times. No, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was something I mentioned to you before. Was like, I'd seen Terminator and I'd seen Terminator 2, and I loved those. And then I remember there being some other Arnold movie on TV, and I don't know if it was Running Man, I don't know if it was Total Recall. I can't remember. I don't remember what it was, but just seeing it, and I was like, oh man, is this the third Terminator I didn't know about?
Probably Total Recall. Well, I don't know. Maybe Running Man. I don't know. Depends on like what scene you watch. Because I don't think you've seen the Running Man.
I have not. No.
Maybe
If I saw the scene, I might could remember it, but
you watched Total Recall with me.
Yeah, and I thought that's what it was, but I don't remember. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. It's probably Total Recall because in Running Man he's got like a suit on the whole time, so you
probably wasn't that.
I would have thought it was that because it's like a yellow and some flashy suit, like spandex. I was thinking, oh, Kindergarten Cop. I watched it a few times, but Jingle All the Way. I love watching that.
Oh man, getting to Christmas movies here. Yeah, Jingle All the Way.
If you want to just do Christmas movies, I watched that a lot as a kid. Tradition now to watch it around Christmas time.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way. Christmas Vacation is one I remember. I've watched that more when I've gotten older, but I mean, we did watch that a lot. Like that was another one that's like the Rocky and the Forrest Gump thing, but my mom actually really liked that too, whereas they always watched it. That and my dad always watched Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, and Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, Christmas Story. I hate that movie.
We didn't watch that. Yeah, was not fans of that in our house.
I watched that with my dad. I was like, oh man, can I leave? I'd rather just go home and go to sleep in my bed than watch this movie. Trying to look. Early middle school, I know. I didn't appreciate it then. Was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Can't remember when I watched that for the first time.
Yeah, that would be middle school. I definitely didn't watch that before. And Sleepy Hollow, if you're talking about Johnny Depp, was one I had it on VHS.
Me and Todd used to love watching that movie, Halloween. Hand It Over.
Rocky and Bullwinkle, I had that on VHS. Don't remember much at all about it, and it must be just awful because I'm looking at the reviews on Letterboxd, and it's 1.9, and yeah, people hate that movie. But I remember, I don't know, it's just like certain things about certain movies where I was like, oh, that's cool. Like just, I guess, Rocky and Bullwinkle and just like the whole animation mixed with live action thing might have interested me. But I remember at Myrtle Beach, going back to like that thing at Planet Hollywood they had of Terminator and stuff, different things that like really movie stuff that got me excited as a kid. There was a place called Bullwinkle's or something. It was like a restaurant bar. Yeah. It was near Broadway, and I don't even know if it was family friendly or not.
Probably not.
But it had like a Bullwinkle like statue outside. So like I feel like it had to some way be connected to the movie, and like I don't know. But I always wanted to go there, and then they closed down, and I never got to go.
Oh, nice. Another one I'm looking at. I know you mentioned earlier King Kong. Me and Todd wouldn't see that in theaters. So I remember, I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, yeah, I did see that in theaters. 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It's just like Titanic. Why does it take like an hour to get to the movie? Get rid of it. Lethal Weapon. That was my childhood. Like, wow, man. Had
until middle school for me. No. Yeah, middle school.
I had the VHS that had the director's cut too. Had the extra scenes that I loved. Just cut out. I don't know why you cut those out. These were pivotal to the character now.
A couple other ones I can throw out there is superhero movies. Spider-Man, first superhero movie I saw on the big screen. And then the following year after that, I saw Hulk and Daredevil. And I was just really into all of those.
Watch it in theaters.
You what?
I didn't watch it in theaters, but I loved Daredevil as a kid.
Yeah. The rain. Oh, just turn the music on.
Love that scene, dude. Evanescence. Because you got the music video before it starts.
Music videos too. Just like the VHS stuff too, and I remember, and I don't know if you remember this. The end of Spider-Man, you had that Nickelback music video.
Yeah.
It's on a rooftop. Yeah. Yes.
But that's the thing. Daredevil, you got it before the movie starts.
Yeah.
What? This is the wrong time. Like, no, you don't put it before the movie. But it's like them in the apartment. Like, I don't know why you do that. Space Jam.
I had Space Jam on DVD. I think that was like later elementary school that I got that and started watching it.
Like some movies, like I know I shouldn't have watched as a kid, probably. Like,
oh, definitely.
Pearl
Harbor. That's another one. That's another two-part VHS that we owned.
Should have been. Stripes. I remember watching that when I was younger with Todd.
The zebra one?
No, Bill Murray.
Oh, you're not talking about Racing Stripes.
No, I was talking about Stripes. Like, what are you talking about? I'm watching that. Oh, Wizard of Oz is another one.
Wizard of Oz. I forgot to add that. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like other ones I know I'm forgetting.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Did my grandparents have that on VHS? Because I feel like I watched that over there a lot. Or maybe they had it taped off TV. But yeah, I used to love that one too.
Space Jam?
No, it's The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, we had that on VHS with my grandparents.
I can't think of what the VHS looked like because a lot of those VHS that I had, I could remember exactly what they looked like.
Home Alone, like looking up 90s kids movies. Oh, Homeward Bound. Totally forgot about that.
Homeward Bound, which is actually a remake, right, of The Incredible Journey. I know that now because of Disney Plus, seeing that on there.
Well, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's like an old movie called The Incredible Journey. Like it's from like the 60s or something.
Because that's the name of Homeward Bound.
The first one, yes. But hold on. You can look it up.
63?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if I want to watch this. Just give me the other movie.
But I haven't seen that. But...
Dogs that look like that. Target dog.
God, man, what an asshole!
I could not watch a whole movie.
God, what is that dog?
I gotta look at that thing. Like, man, come on, dude.
Chance. What is his name?
Chance. Yeah, Michael J. Fox did the voice.
Yeah. I had both of those on the VHS.
Yeah, Anastasia. Used to love that movie. No.
Wasn't no.
That's what made me excited for the new Kingsman movie. Is Rasputin? Like, oh, is this the same one from Anastasia? You got me if it is. And
I watched that like probably 5 years ago.
I was like, you got me. Hocus Pocus? Yes.
Yeah.
Got that on Blu-ray over there. Matilda? Yeah, I know you had that. Hook,
I had that on VHS. Liz McGuire movie, I had that on VHS.
Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't care about that though.
Did not have that.
Blank Check,
had that on me. Yeah.
This is amazing. This is all this stuff. Fern Gully, I love the first two Fern Gullies.
Didn't have that one.
I don't care about that movie.
I didn't have it.
That's another one, Robin Williams, dude. Man, you're missing out, dude. Like, you should.
I was a big Jim Carrey fan. That was one of the actors. I had a couple actors listening, Will Smith and Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey especially was probably my favorite actor as a kid because I really liked a lot of his stuff. I love Dumb and Dumber. That's another one my dad always watched a lot on TV. So I love that. In '94 he had 3 movies come out, so I watched all of those movies as a kid. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask.
Better.
Probably.
No,
Pet Detective does not hold up now. It does not hold up for me. But I loved it as a kid. And
I always like that one better, When Nature Calls. Goes to Africa, I think, or somewhere.
I didn't have that one on VHS though. That was one I rented from Movie Gallery, so it's like I like the one I have better.
Trying to look.
Um,
Like the sequels to Aladdin, like King of Thieves, I liked a lot.
yeah, I don't know. I just don't remember Aladdin that much. I had it. I just don't remember watching like
Oh,
a lot of those Disney classics. I don't remember. I love Pixar stuff. Like all their stuff I owned when I was a kid and watched. But I don't know. Like I didn't really feel like I watched a lot of those. But I don't. Have I talked about the prequels yet? I don't think I talked about the prequels yet.
not much. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, so I saw the first Phantom Menace in '99. Saw it in theaters with Mom, and was really into that one. I had all the prequels. Well, I had Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clone VHS, and then Revenge of the Sith when it came out on DVD. I saw all of them in theaters. Attack of the Clones was the first movie I saw multiple times in theaters. But that was a big part of my childhood too, was those prequels. Because you got to think about it too. Back then, they did things like they did with the original trilogy, where it's like you had one of these movies every 3 years. So like that span from '99 to 2005. So that was a big part of my childhood right there. That these movies were happening, and yeah, so that was really cool. I'm glad I got to experience that, because now with the movies coming out now, it's just not the same experience as far as like when those came out. I remember, I had all the toys for all those, the lightsabers, being just excited to get Gogurt to look like lightsabers. Or Attack of the Clones, like yes.
That's another thing. That's Gogurt, man.
Yeah.
Animals, snacks. Oh man.
The drinkable.
Like my 2 nephews are just starting to get into those. Like, oh, I drank this before you. I was like, you don't know nothing, son. Like, you don't know what I'm about. All the stuff you're talking about now, just get out of here. I've forgot more about the stuff you're going to be experiencing than you'll ever know. Like Sunny D, like, oh, get out of here.
Ooh, I like Sunny D.
Finally got him into strawberry milk because he's like, he'll try stuff. Like, that's all I used to drink at my grandma's. That's all I still drink. I have my glass, the powder milk. Oh, can you make a pink drink for me? Like, oh, get your own, man. You're not getting mine. I'll tell you that. You're not getting mine.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to remember like other movies like just that stood out. I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna forget something. Like I'm gonna go over my grandma's. Like, oh, what do you got over here, Grandma?
I like looking through like early 2000s movies, and like a lot of these are just bad. But also, like, I remember seeing them in theaters too, and I know that's a different video that I want to do down the line, like just talking about like going to the movies and like that kind of experience. But just kind of briefly touching on that, like some of these, especially early 2000s that I saw in theaters, it's just like, I don't know. I wish I could relive that moment as a kid in theater in the theater.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments like that.
wish you could relive. Like the Haunted Mansion. When you see that, did you see that?
Oh man, I had that on VHS.
Yeah, I had that on VHS.
It's got that Terrence Stamp, scary white dude. Man, get out of here.
Young Cheaper by the Dozen. It's another Hilary Duff movie.
Was one I used to watch all the time as a kid, dude.
Young Guns?
Yeah, told you got to watch that at Western. Emilio Estevez got Charlie Sheen. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Lou Diamond Phillips, huge back in the 90s. The sequel's got Christian Slater. But it's got Kiefer Sutherland in it. Oh man, is that streaming anywhere? I don't care about Zombie Island anymore. I just remember this.
Stuart Little. Were you into Stuart Little?
I had Stuart Little. It's not streaming anywhere. That sucks. But yeah, like Emilio Estevez plays Billy the Kid. Oh man.
Oh, Wild Wild West. That was one of the westerns I watched as a kid.
No wonder you don't watch westerns. Like, oh, no, thank you.
Oh man, I loved that movie as a kid though.
They're all like this. Oh,
You
that's
didn't?
with the soundtrack though. Had the video at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not hold up. I watched it last year.
I have not rewatched it. It has a 2.1 on Letterboxd.
That
You
yeah,
gave it 2
it
stars.
was two, but also I gave it half a star for nostalgia. I think I said.
Yeah.
Those jokes, man. Well,
They're-
and it's not like I don't know. It's not that they don't hold up. It's like they're just obvious. Like that's your whole script. When Will Smith is there with Kenneth Branagh, it's just black jokes and cripple jokes.
Oh, nice.
That's your dialogue back and forth to each other. Okay, this is. It's not that the joke's like, all right, yeah, but it's like that's your whole storyline together. When you're facing each other on the screen, Kenneth Branagh is making black jokes and Will Smith's making cripple jokes. All right, cool. This is what I get the whole movie.
Man, that sucks.
So if you rewatch it, it's just like that's what you expect. That's what you get.
I just remember, I don't know, that thing, spider-looking thing.
And Spider, yeah.
I remember that. I remember them running the things that like would come and cut your head off, and they were like running, and it was like, attached to it. We were talking about Adam Sandler movies. You're talking about Little Nicky. There was a lot of those that I watched as a kid, especially Big Daddy was just like one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. 4 stars.
Little Nicky, man.
Yeah, but Big Daddy was actually good. It was actually
could not get enough of that movie. Still got it? I'll drive up there right now.
I do not own that movie. Halloween Town. Forgot. Almost.
Yeah, that's one I just missed as a kid.
You didn't watch it? Oh man,
No.
That's what's wrong with you.
That's not good stuff, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's not gonna be the same now.
I'm sure it's not.
But yeah, you should watch it at some point. Maybe wait till Halloween. Check it out. I think I might have burnt that on. Like I had that on VHS, like it taped off TV. I think, and then later I bought it on, had it on DVD. But
we can go to Halloween Town.
What?
There's like a town that decorates for it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was obsessed with it. I loved it. I just loved the whole idea of being able to go to this town and being like Halloween all the time, and there's all these monsters, and just it was so cool. I've always said it's a genius idea that like if Disney was like really smart, they would take this idea and just readapt it to like a movie that was going on to theaters, which now they probably wouldn't put it in theaters. They'd probably put it on Disney Plus, and you do it low budget again. But which I mean, this doesn't feel low budget. This feels like a movie that should have been in theaters in the 90s, the Halloween Town. But it's really good. I remember getting scared in that movie too, and it was like a Disney Plus. It was like a Disney Channel movie. It was like
yeah, St. Helens, Oregon. They do it up every year, which is where it was filmed.
That's awesome.
James,
but there's a
Giant Peach.
I think that's one I finally got to rent at some point and was like, yeah, okay.
Well, you said you don't like the animation though.
I'm not a big fan of that kind of animation. Mouse Hunt. Did you ever watch that? I had that on VHS.
Yeah, I had that on VHS, dude. That was hilarious. Christopher Walken, one of his best roles.
I don't remember much anything about that. I didn't even know he was in it.
He's the exterminator, dude.
Honestly, the main thing of that movie I remember is the opening where they're carrying a casket and they drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I had that on VHS. Men in Black.
Men in Black, yeah. I was talking about Will Smith, liking him a lot.
I don't know.
Anaconda.
No, I never watched Anaconda until I was older. I watched the sequel before I did the original.
Really?
Not for the Black Kids.
No, I watched that. I watched that original one, being creeped out by this snake. and throwing up John Voight at the end.
Ugh. Yeah, I watched Hunt for the Blood Orchids before I did that one. Trying to think what else. Indiana Jones, I watched those as a kid.
I probably did.
Not much, but I remember watching them at least once or twice.
Casper, did you watch those?
Yeah.
So I had 3 Casper movies on DVD. Yeah, VHS.
Yeah.
There was
first one on VHS is what I had.
I had Casper on VHS, which was the one that I watched the least, which was the one that was in theaters and the best made movie probably. I want to rewatch those actually, kind of.
That's what I did too, I think.
Especially, is it?
Casper?
Yeah. Especially that one. But then there was 2 more. There was also, after that, there was a Casper something else that I probably watched the most.
I did watch Casper Meets Wendy.
Well, that's what I'm going to get to third.
I just saw that on here, and I'm like, no, is that Hilary Duff?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Dude, I know this.
Yes.
I just saw the poster. I'm like, oh, man. It looks familiar.
As a kid, that's why, yeah.
That's why you watched it. No, it's not on Disney Plus. Sorry.
Get my fucking hopes up, dude. Casper: A Spirited Beginning. I had that one. So it came out in 97, which is actually a prequel to Casper, and this is like after the kid dies apparently and becomes this ghost. Yeah, had that one. Used to watch it a lot. It has a 2.1 on Letterboxd. It must be terrible rewatching it.
Whole news.
And then the 95 one has a 2.8.
Yeah, but people
and then Casper Meets Wendy has a 2.5, and I watched that one a lot too, which obviously has Hilary Duff in there.
I do remember that one now. I don't remember Hilary Duff being in it, but apparently she was, obviously.
Yes.
Chronicles of Narnia. I think I saw that one in theaters.
I don't think I watched any of those in theaters.
I can't remember. I think I might have seen that one in theaters. If I didn't see it in theaters, I know we got it as soon as it came out. And I'm just like, oh, this is incredible.
Lord of the Rings, I saw all of those in theaters.
Yeah.
It was a good experience as a kid, especially the first one, which is, Fellowship is my favorite of that trilogy.
Well, that was my problem, is that I watched them in theaters a couple years ago, but it was all the director's cuts. I'm like, man, I swear, this is ridiculous.
And I also had, all these fast food restaurants used to do like promotional stuff for these movies too. When Burger King, two things with Burger King. One, with Lord of the Rings, when they released these glasses that you could get, Lord of the Rings glasses, and they look like goblet type things. And they had a light on the bottom, so you could turn the light and like the glass would turn red. I had like a couple. I had a Gandalf one. It was pretty cool. And then the coolest thing, and you probably had some of this, that Burger King, and they were the first ones to do it before they actually started selling it in the store, was green ketchup.
Yeah, did have green ketchup.
So cool. I'd just be like, get the green ketchup. I don't want the regular.
Swan Princess.
I have no idea what that is.
I watched that as a kid. I'm just like, oh, you forgot Air Bud. We were talking about that.
I actually didn't watch Air Bud as a kid.
I remember I watched the first one as a kid. Now
I might have had the first one on VHS. I don't know.
George of the Jungle. Talking about Brendan Fraser again.
I saw that. And there's another thing too is I went to daycare for a couple of years. Did you ever go to daycare?
I went to my grandma's. That was daycare.
So I went to my grandma's originally. So I went to my grandma's until probably.
I went to my grandmother's till my stepmom retired, and then we went straight home. That was.
Well, I never went after school care. I didn't do that. I'm talking about summer. So I stayed with my grandma before school started. I stayed with her during the day until kindergarten, and then between kindergarten and first grade, I stayed with her as well. But then between first and second, second and third and fourth, those 3 years, I stayed at a daycare. And then after that, I started staying with my grandma again. And then after that, I stayed by myself. But there was I can't remember if it was daily. I guess it was daily. There was always a movie time where like they made everyone go sit in like the center of the building and like had a TV, and I don't know, they had like 3 movies or 2 movies and people voted on it. It was terrible. I hated the place too. I think it was a Christian daycare. What's that?
First Kid with Sinbad. You ever watch that?
I never watched it. I've seen the case.
That's one I wore out as a kid, dude. I love that. I saw Sinbad live a few years ago. I think when I lived with you.
Yeah, did you take the copy of Jingle All the Way?
No, man, I didn't. I did not have. I had free tickets. Somebody I worked there, and like, oh, I got free ones. Yeah, I'll go see Sinbad live. Others I'm looking at. I don't know if you ever watched. I just passed it. Little Rascals. I'm sure you watched. No? Indian in the Cupboard?
No. Little Rascals, did that have the seal?
Who?
Like a seal?
I don't know. I don't remember if it did.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Not the movie I'm thinking of then, so no, I have not seen it.
Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Flipper.
Flipper had a whale.
Nope, not that movie.
Flipper had Paul Hogan. Now you remember Flipper with
no, I had Free Willy 3 on VHS at my grandparents'.
I don't know about all that, man. Hook. I watched that as a kid.
When we bring Air Bud back, when we do that franchise, we're gonna bring Free Willy into it as well.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Nope, didn't have that either.
Oh man, watched that a lot as a kid.
I did have the football one he was in. Rick Moranis. What was that football movie he was in?
That was a Bully or something. What am I thinking of? He was in a Bully movie.
I remember the case. It was a football team standing off against each other. Little Giants.
I didn't watch Little Giants. What am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
Something about a bully.
The Flintstones?
Oh, I did like the Flintstones too. I did like the Flintstones. Big Bully. Had him and Tom Arnold.
What was the other movie? You said something about Indian in the Cupboard. When people were little, what was that movie called? The Borrowers?
People were little? I don't remember. I don't know what The Borrowers is. I
there
know
were 2 of them.
Gulliver's Travels. That was a 2 VHS movie too. I don't remember. I don't know what The Borrowers are.
Yeah, The Borrowers. 1997. John Goodman. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It was
Anyways.
Had that one.
You never heard of that?
I want to say there was a sequel too, or there might have been a one that was older.
Oh, Perfect World, The Crow. Those are ones I watched over as a kid. Tall Tale. You still haven't watched that. I told you to.
No.
Another Patrick Swayze.
Spy Kids. I'll mention that real quick before we wrap this up. Did you watch Spy Kids?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which people have those at very low ratings on Letterboxd, and I feel like they're just trying to shit on those movies.
Letterboxd wasn't around back then.
Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, I haven't seen them in a while.
I doubt they hold up.
I don't know. The first one I remember being like really, it had original idea, and I don't know. What's up?
I've seen the first Spy Kids. I probably have it rated, but it's not. I guess it's not fair because I didn't watch it as a kid.
I've seen. I saw one through three in theaters. But yeah, I was obsessed with the first one because like they were in that little underwater thing, and they could make like the dude just wanted a Big Mac, and it was just, like there.
So I logged it. I think this was when we lived together. I watched it on HBO, and I didn't like it. Apparently, it did not get a like.
Did you rate it?
No, I did. It's poor. I rated stuff.
But see, I also, when I first made Letterboxd, and I don't know if you did this, I went on here and like added a bunch of stuff and rated it. So some stuff I have at ratings, and I'm like,
question
my rating on this.
I did not rate it.
Like 2 people I follow have a 3-star rating for it. So I mean, and it has a 2.7. Most people have given it a 3-star. I feel like I would give it probably a 3.5 if I rewatched it, but maybe not. Probably that half-star would be for nostalgia reasons. But I remember it being really good and liking it a lot as a kid. And I remember liking the second one too. But I hated the third one. I remember I had it on. I saw it in theaters. I had it on DVD, but I remember watching it on DVD after I got it, and I was like, "This movie sucks. Why do we have these 3D glasses that I have to put on that hurts like paper cut?"
I don't know.
Do you remember that too? Talking about like the 3D glasses as a kid.
I remember them. I don't know if I ever went to see anything in 3D though.
I think it was the only thing that I saw in 3D, but it's just I remember it being such like a big event. It's like, 3D. And it's like one side's green, or one side's red and one side's green, or
one side's red, one side's blue.
Is that the way it was?
It was red and blue, yeah. I don't know I wouldn't see anything. I know you used to get that at McDonald's, though. That was one of your toys. I don't know why. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to see in 3D.
I remember 2 movies coming out like that as a kid, but I only went to see Spy Kids. But the other one was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But I didn't see it, like I said.
Basically the same movie from what I remember. The poster. Posters look the same. That's Taylor Lautner, though.
Yeah.
Posters just look the same to me. I missed it. But yeah, Tall Tale, Patrick Swayze, another movie of my childhood.
No one saw that movie.
I know they didn't, dude. We still love it. It's on Disney Plus. Like that's what I remember the first day. That's like the first thing I watched. Oh, you got Tall Tale? Absolutely, I'm watching that movie. You won't like it, so.
I haven't seen it.
You won't like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Main character's played by Nick Stahl when he's younger.
From Terminator 3? Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
Swayze though is Pecos Bill. It's got I can't remember a guy's name. Who's the villain in Avatar?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like this movie.
Well, he's not in it. He's the dad. He's not in it much. But like, man, used to love that as a kid. Like, yeah, I guess hand it over because it's like all this. Like, I know you remember reading about it. It's like Pecos Bill, John Henry. Oh man, all these.
Johnny Appleseed.
No, not Johnny Appleseed, man.
Damn it!
Get out of here with that. Who had the blue ox? I'm gonna look it up. I can't remember the guy's name.
Also, Ernest too. That's the last movie I'm gonna mention.
Yes.
All the Ernest movies. But the Jail one was your favorite?
Yes.
Nah, man. Scared Stupid was my hands down favorite.
Second.
Loved that one. Over and over. Just, what is happening? What are these people? Just, And this like the Eartha Kitt is in it too.
Yeah. I like Ernest Saves Christmas a lot.
I don't know if I ever watched that one.
Yeah.
I had the Go to Jail. I liked Ernest Scares. Ernest what?
Ernest Rides Again.
I think I saw that one.
He finds the cannon and the crown jewels.
I don't know. I'd have to look at all of them.
On Disney Plus.
We'll look it up here in a second. But I'll go ahead and wrap this video up because we are at an hour and a half.
I could talk about it all day.
Yeah, this was a good video. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. We have On the Rocks.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's the guy, Paul Bunyan, in his blue ox.
Should have been a Johnny Appleseed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.